What a wonderful night yesterday for Galatasaray, and Liverpool was beaten. Seriously, that one I can say 1-0 is a very painful actually game. If really you concede one goal from first half, the first 10 minutes, and then they defend for the 90 for the past 80 minutes. Galatasaray has proven to be a very stubborn team. Yes, that one was our judge yesterday, the team that I gave people to give their opinion. But I'm very happy that most of the people said Galatasaray to win, and actually they won that match. For those who have actually put that Galatasaray win, congratulations to my friends. Thank you so much for that. But those who said goal, that one did not work. And even over did not work in this game. That's why we say soccer is soccer. Sometimes things happen that way. Yes, you can expect to go with over 2.5. Things don't work. Both teams to score sometimes don't work. And sometimes even going with a straight win do not also happen there. So it was a blow. But remember, Galatasaray had a hold of 4.8 there and 4.75 for other, of course, up. So that all in all shows us that always based on history. Remember, Liverpool to pick a point from that Turkish league. It's always a tug of war for the past a few actually meeting there. So that is for yesterday when it comes to the jazz that we have. But our package yesterday can say congratulations also to our second package that we got it right. The first package actually didn't end well because of Barcelona drew that game. So let's go through this, and before we enter the second Champions League for today, Arsenal is up there, proving ways to be the toughest team today in England. So Atlanta versus Bayern Munich, that game we had guarded Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich actually scored 6 goals in that very game in Atlanta. 1 Newcastle versus Barcelona. We wanted Barcelona actually to take all the 3 points. The game ended 1-1. Tough one there. Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham Hotspur. We expected Atletico Madrid. Actually, we expected over 1.5. The games produced 7 goals. A huge one there. Then the second package that went through, Bangor versus Glentoran FC. We gave Glentoran a straight win. The game ended 4-0. Then Kaunu Zaglis versus Pendavaski. Also gave here over 1.5. The game ended 4-0. Netchis Fagans versus Aldrijan. Of course, we guided home team. The game ended 3-0. So that is a congratulations for us, not a bad one. The third package for Southend versus Get Ahead. We guided the home team. The game ended 1-1. Linfield versus Portadown. We went with over 1.5. The game ended over, of course, 2 goals there. Crusader versus Cliftonville. This is where things did not go well for us here. We had to actually also miss out, or 1 goal was not produced. So this is a performance that we got. Of course, we can say that 7 out of 9. Yes. So that is the total summary for yesterday, and that is how things have gone. For those who have just joined, thank you so much. Welcome to Etap Sports Xtra. I love you so much. Like, share, and invite the colleagues to join you in the world of champions. But we say some days are good, some days are bad for those who have just joined us, and for those who have been with me for all this while. Thank you so much for being a very good people. I love you all, and you're always making sure that you watch my actually video, like, and comment. So for today, we're starting straight with, of course, the team that we like so much. That's Bayern Leverkusen versus Arsenal for today. Now, I can't just say that here it's based on history and the current form. Who you have how you want to go that far. It's gonna be a tough game here, but I can surely say that the Arsenal that I know, when it comes to Champions League, this is not the stage that they always, I can say, they quit. They still have a progressions. They still have to move. They have where things get tougher for them. Bayern Leverkusen, yes, sometimes prove to be very stubborn, but for this game, I'm going with Arsenal to win. Yes, I'm going with a straight win for Arsenal in this very game. I don't know how, but of course I believe that Arsenal, Arteta's boys, will be able actually to collect actually the 3 points from this first leg. Now the second one is a team that disturbed the Giants. Is Bodo versus Sporting Lisbon. Now, we know that Bodo is a team that removes some of the big teams. A surprise one, yes, for the teams. This team, you see them, don't underestimate them, the league they play from. They can come from a small country or the league. But I'm telling you, for someone to reach this group, it means he has made it in life. Not a soft path, but for this case, I'm going with Bodo at least to score 1 goal in this game. Bodo at least to score 1 goal in this very game. I don't know how it will end, but at least we want 1 goal from Bodo here. Third is PSG versus Chelsea. These two teams, they have ever met several times, including the Club World Cup, the final for conference, a lot of time, and things sometimes surprises. But of course, when it comes to the football, these two teams have their own records. And I want to be honest that this game is going to be a dramatic one. But for me, as us, as we are soccer people, and for the investor, this game we are going with both team to score. PSG can find the back of the net. Chelsea is always actually, they like conceding goals, and of course I believe that they will just not live that way. They will also find the back of the net. But at the end of the match, we don't know what we want is both team to find the back of the net. So that is the first package. Arsenal to win, Bodo to at least score 1 goal, Chelsea both team to score. Second, of course, game of the day is really I didn't want first to go to the rail. I'm going straight first to the team behind, and that is AFC Wimbledon versus Blackpool. Those ones in England, and of course we know that Wimbledon has been doing quite very well in the last 5 games. They won both of their matches, and Blackpool is struggling. But of course, we say that when it comes to this championship, always a very tough one. So in this very game, we shall guard the home team 1x for Wimbledon to win or to draw. Then another game is coming from South Africa, Orlando Pirates. I know that for my followers who are from South Africa, they're very happy that their teams always appear. Yesterday, Melbourne Sundown also won there. Orlando Pirates versus Richard Bay. Now, in this very game, we're looking at Orlando Pirates being at home and always the history. In this very game, still, we're going to actually go with Orlando Pirates to win that game. Then the third one is SK Beveren versus, of course, RWDM in Belgium division. And we know that SK Beveren been doing quite very well in the last 5 games. They won all their matches and they didn't lose in the last 5 games, and they're doing quite very steady there in this very game still. I'm going with a straight win for Beveren. Yes, that is my take for this today. Yeah, so the summary for the second package is AFC Wimbledon versus Blackpool, home to win, a draw. Orlando Pirates versus Richard Bays, of course, Orlando Pirates to win. And then SK Beveren versus RWDM. We went with SK Beveren to take all the 3 points. Yeah, that is our second part. Then the third one package of the day is Real Madrid. I said Real Madrid versus Manchester City. A tough one here, but of course, all in all, we can say both a team to score. I expect City to score. Middlesbrough versus Charlton. I expect Charlton to. I expect Middlesbrough to take over 3 points. The last one is Coventry versus Preston. I'm also going with Coventry to take over 3 points. So the summary for this: Real Madrid versus Manchester City, both teams to score. Middlesbrough versus Charlton, Middlesbrough to win. Coventry versus Preston, Coventry to win. So these are my texts for today. You're free to drop yours, but of course we say the game of the day always for us to jazz on is Norwich City versus Sheffield United. Please drop your opinion at the comment section and we keep the conversation going, and you see the Guinness winners never quit. See you at the comment section.